2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Here at the Staples Center, the fans here in Los Angeles amping up for the Clippers. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Tonight, two great backcourts facing off. Brent, how often do you get caught up in a showdown with another guard?
Well, for me, it didn't happen all that much, Kevin, unless I was playing John Barry.
Now
I got fired
right.
up.
I get you.
I think it's amazing when you have these matchups during the regular season and you look at maybe the rhythm of some of these guys coming into the game. Elite point guards, they have the ball in their hands. Sometimes they get caught up in that mano-a-mano duel. And as a two guard or somebody else playing with that player, it's really fun to watch.
You got to check yourself, though, don't you? You got to stay within the bounds.
Oh, there's no doubt that you still want to win the basketball game, but there are moments and minutes where their talent takes over, and that's when the show begins.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, they've got P.J. Tucker, Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Green in at the three spot. Now here's Green. Pass to Westbrook. Over Beverly. Westbrook with the bucket.
That's a nice release on the mid-range jump shot. Westbrook getting more consistent from there. Loves the right side especially.
Harkless the pass to Leonard. Over Harden. Leonard, no luck.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Harden scanning the floor for the three. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Now here's Zubac. And Beverly kicks to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with another miss.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, and let's not get on him too much, but that shot is also a little irresponsible.
Beverly wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Beverly's got 6 points.
Well, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Leonard against Harden. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on.
That just happened. Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Inside, here's Capella, and he gets it to go.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Well, with the departure of Chris Paul and the trade of Blake Griffin, the Clippers deciding on a new look and a new direction, the era of Lob City, I think, officially has come to a close.
Now Green. Paul George missing from long range. Green kicks to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the paint. And the jam by Harkless.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Paul George in 2017-18 taking his three-point shooting to new heights. In fact, Brent, the best percentage of his career. Most makes, too.
Well, he's one of the league leaders, Kevin, every year, and just becomes so dangerous from the three-point line. He playing in that secondary offensive role in OKC, he pretty much feasted on catch-and-shoot opportunities with Westbrook having the ball.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shamet off target with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Gordon. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Clippers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. To the inside, Shamet, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Outside jumper from the arc. And it's Gordon missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by Gordon.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Shamet defended by Gordon. Passes it to Magruder. To the middle. Shumpert with the steal. With 1 on the clock. He can't get that one. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 1. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, that's a quick way to build the lead. But, Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
We've got Gilgeous-Alexander, Wilson Chandler out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Magruder in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Shumpert. Shot clock at 3. Here's Fareed. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Zubac. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Rockets trail. Left side, Shumpert. Feeds to Fareed, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
And Shumpert surveying the floor and finding the open man, so a nice swing pass on that possession.
Shamet defended by Gordon. Pass to Zubac to the wing on the left. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Shumpert. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Rockets shooting well, 50% from the floor. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. House dishes to Fareed. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. The Rockets making a switch here. Six on the shot clock. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, this is great when Westbrook starts to dictate the tempo of the game. This time he's doing it with the pass, setting up a teammate.
And George kicks to Chandler. Back to George. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go. Wow. I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like that if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Harden outside. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. He kicks it to George. Clippers moving the ball around. He was all alone on that one. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
On the wing, Harden, defended by Harkless. Harden finds Fareed, looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup. Fareed's got 6 points.
And you got to love the aggressive attitude by Fareed there, knowing that no one could guard him down low.
Leonard, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Offensive rebound. The shot, no good.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Chandler, the pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Down low, here's Harden. Got a piece of it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Westbrook. Chandler, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Gordon. Harden's got it all tied up now for Houston. George against Fareed. And here's George. Kicks to Leonard. Over Harden. And it's Leonard again missing. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, their reserves haven't contributed much. It's fine to ask your starters to do the heavy lifting, but don't leave them out in the cold. I think this could easily become a bigger issue as the game wears on.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
The view from high above downtown Los Angeles, where we are returning to action here at the Staples Center. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Patrick Beverley. He's been playing really well.
And you know he's going to come out aggressive, and you do what you can to slow him down, and thus far it hadn't worked because he's been amazing.
Even though we expect this kind of stuff from him night after night, it doesn't make it any less extraordinary to watch it in person.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. They've got Clint Capella. Green is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Harden in at the 2 guard. Westbrook can't get it to go. And here's George for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard against Harden for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Harden's got the first points of the second half here for the Rockets.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Zubac kicks to George. Back to Zubac. Unable to get that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. And there's the feed to Tucker. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. The first one falls. The WNBA, the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what conference. And the early results look good, Brent. Do you ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs. But then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
travel is it just makes it prohibitive.
Not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade, that there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that way.
Now, here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
So both teams making some changes here.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Houston making a switch here. House is checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Beverly finds Zubac. George with the ball. To halt the run. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Free throw good, Paul George.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Green, no luck. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game, and it's Magruder in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Green kicks to House. Outside jumper. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Shumpert. The Rockets again can't hit. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Magruder in the corner. Passes it to Zubac. Beverly finds Zubac. Poked loose. And it's Magruder in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Magruder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
And the Clippers making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Gordon. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Down low, stolen by Nene. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Green. He drains the quick shot. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Yeah, great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
The pass to Zubac. Out to the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to Nene.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Offensive rebound. Gordon for 3. No good on the shot.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories. You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. Back to Gordon. From 13, Tucker the pass to Nene. With 1 on the clock. Misses there. And so it's the Houston Rockets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Clippers trail by 7. Harkless is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the wide open shot from Green. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rockets with the rebound. Fareed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep, Green. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Beverly against Harden. A 3-ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Fareed. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Chandler. And it's George in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. The Rockets pull it in.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that 3-point shot is a primary weapon.
And the Clippers call time here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back.
That's just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting. He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Beverly against Harden. 6 to shoot. Leonard against Westbrook. And the Clippers miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Green deciding where to go with it. And Fareed has it in the corner. Baseline jumper. That shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Harden kicks to Green. Back to Harden. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Fareed. Rocket 2. Capella trying to free himself up. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 13. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Beverly against Westbrook. Beverly finds George. Now Zubac. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Can they get it? The shot is good off the backboard. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Houston leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, I like what the defense tried to do. They crowded Kawhi, but he's just getting so creative near the basket.
Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Gotta love the fact that going vertical is a major part of what makes him so difficult as a point guard to defend, especially around the rim.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Out left to the wing. Leonard against Harden. And it's Leonard missing.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Rockets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for James Harden.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways. Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
George dishes to Harkless. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Leonard with the bucket.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Leonard against Harden. So we see Houston taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much with Kenneth Fareed. What was the key tonight?
Just keep attacking, keep playing strong, and my teammates believe in me. Just relock in and get focused and play my game.
Great team win tonight, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.